guys, welcome back to my beauty space. Today's video is going to be on a full face of drugstore makeup. It's been a little bit since I've had a few of the products. I'm excited. We've got Maybelline City Mini Palettes. We've got the new Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. So if you want to see this full face of drugstore makeup, then just keep on watching. I did do my brows off of camera, but I used the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. It's got a pencil on this side and a spoolie on the other. Now I'm gonna prime my eyelid. I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. I'm just gonna go a little dot here and a little dot here. And then I'm gonna take my Pro Concealer brush from Sephora. To set my eyes, I'm going to be using this RIMMEL Stay Matte Powder in 05 Silky Beige. So for eyes, I'm a little bit torn. I bought a few of the City Mini Palettes. I've got Chill Brunch Neutrals, Urban Jungle, Rooftop Bronze. I'm actually going to use the Chill Brunch Neutrals palette. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of these colors for you. They're so buttery smooth and they're actually really pigmented. I'm going to take my Japanesque brush. I'm going to go straight into this shade right here. And I'm going to use that as my transition color. I'm not going to dip into this satiny purpley shade right here. So I'm not going to dip into this deep purple shade right here. I'm concentrating this color more on the outer corner. So I'm actually going to switch brushes. I'm going to be using this Morphe chisel brush so that I can really pack that onto the outer corner. I kind of want to dip back into that really light lavender shade just to go over everything to make sure it's all blended. I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and I'm going to go ahead into the shade right here. And I'm going to pack that all over my lid. So I'm going to go back into that dark purple color. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend the outer edges. So I'm now taking the small shader brush from Sephora and I'm going to go into this kind of a light bone color right here. And I'm going to put that underneath my brow bone. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in the shade Blackest Black. So I'm going to use these Ardell Double Demi Wispies. So I don't have a drugstore primer, but I'm just going to use the primer combination that works for me. So I'm taking this Too Faced Hangover Primer. I put like 2 pumps on my hand and I just go ahead and rub it in. Then I'll go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and I'll just take a little dab of that and I'll rub it in my fingers and then I'll just apply it to my T-zone. And then I'll just go ahead and tap it in. So for foundation today, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And I'm going to use that in the shade 220 Natural Beige. Whatever's left on the back of my hand, I'm just going to take on my Equal Tools sponge. So for concealer, I'm going to use that same Fit Me concealer in the shade Light. I also put it on the bridge of my nose. my cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead. So to set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Fair. I tried to get the shade Light wear. So I had to get the Fair, especially for under the eyes. So I'm going to go and put some in the cap, like so. I'm going to take this Sigma 4D HD Kabuki, and I'm just going to dip it into the powder. Make sure it's coated on one side. I'm going to go ahead and set. I'm going to bake a little bit as well. So while I let that bake, I'm going to go ahead and bronze up a little bit. I'm going to be using this NYX matte bronzer in the shade medium. So it's a little bit warm, so I might mix it with another bronzer, but we'll see. I'm taking my Japanese bronzing brush, and I'm just going to try to go with a light hand. Oh yeah, it's a little bit warm. Go ahead and hit my forehead here. I'm going to go ahead and use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's already been loved just a little bit. You can see that I love this bronzer. It's really my go-to bronzer, and it smells so good. So let's see if we can fix this a little bit. We're rolling with it. I'm now going to go in with my Sephora powder brush, and I'm going to go ahead and take off all the excess powder. This is the MILANI Rose Blush in the shade Romantic Rose. It just gives you such a pretty flush. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my Fix Plus, and I'm going to go ahead and melt my powders together. And then I take the sponge and I just go ahead and press into the skin. I love this technique. It just helps with making it appear more melted into the skin as opposed to so powdery. I'm not going to go back into that loose powder. I'm just going to clean up these cheekbones. I'm now going to go ahead and contour my nose. I'm using the Luxie Beauty JD Weighty 180 brush and that Physicians Formula bronzer. I'm going to start up here and work it into my tear duct just so it creates that natural shadow right up in here. And it just gives the appearance, if you look at this side and you look at this side, it just gives it more of an appearance of a more snatched nose. And then I'm going to work this down the nose and then out. So I'm going to do the same to the other side. I'm now going to wipe off the excess powder here. So I'm now going to finish off my eyes. I'm going to go ahead back into that City Mini palette. I'm going to take this Luxie 237 brush. It's like a smaller blending brush. And I'm going to take that light purple shade and I'm going to sweep that underneath. With that same brush, I'm just going to go straight into that deep purple. I'm now going to take that same Lash Paradise mascara. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my lower lash line. I'm going to line my waterline with this NYX Wonder Pencil. So now for highlight, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlight. It's so creamy and so smooth. It's gorgeous. And it looks beautiful on the skin. I'm going to take my Smashbox fan brush. Last but not least, we're moving on to lips. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Color Sensational Lip Liner. This is the shade 105 Nude Whisper. for lipstick today, I'm using the Maybelline Intimax lipstick in the shade Hot Sand. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of setting spray on. I'm gonna use this Project Beauty Spray Set Go that I received in one of my BoxyCharm boxes. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, go ahead and like this video. Make sure to comment down below so that I know if you guys want to see more of these videos. If you guys are in the area, please make sure you guys are careful. Make sure you guys are prepared. I want to make sure that everybody is safe. So yeah, I think that's it. That's all I have for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one.